Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another podcast with us here at English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be looking at a very popular topic, something that everyone has to do at least once in their life.
That's right. We're talking about mobile phones and getting a mobile phone plan.
Right. So you have a mobile phone, you need to get a plan, or you need to do something in order to make it work, right?
Yes. And in this lesson, we're going to learn some language to help you do that.
All right. So let's start with the language on vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
In the dialogue, we're going to compare two types of mobile phone plans, the prepaid plan and the monthly rate plan.
Okay, so we have two types of plans. Prepaid.
Prepaid plan.
Okay, a prepaid plan.
Well, a prepaid plan, basically, just like the name suggests, you pay before you use the minutes.
So maybe you have to buy a card and then you can use maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 100 minutes.
Exactly.
And then when you run out of money or you use all your minutes, you can buy another card and like that.
Yeah, but the monthly rate plan is different.
So the monthly rate plan you have to pay each month.
Right, at the end of each month.
At the end of each month. And what do you pay?
You pay for everything you used.
You get a bill at the end of the month.
Exactly.
Okay, so very interesting. These are the ways that mobile phone plans usually work. And, well, now it's time for us to listen to this dialogue for the first time. We are going to be listening as a shopper is looking to buy maybe a mobile phone or get a mobile phone plan.
Yeah, I just moved here and I'd like to activate my cell phone. And I'm not sure if I should go with a prepaid plan or a monthly rate plan.
I see. Well, can I have a look at your phone? Unfortunately, this phone can't be used in the U.S. It's not compatible with our 3G network.
What? Really? I don't really want to have to buy a new phone.
Well, you're in luck. You see, if you sign up for our 3-year plan, we'll throw in a handset for free.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. You just choose a plan, sign a 3-year contract, and that's it. Actually, we're running a special promotion right now, and we're giving away a BlackBerry Curve with our special mega value $40 plan.
So, what does this plan include?
Well, you get 900 anytime minutes, and you can also enjoy free mobile-to-mobile calling to other Telmobile clients, 1,000 text messages per month, and unlimited evening and weekend minutes. Oh, and we also offer a rollover option.
Wow. All this for $40 per month?
That's right. Plus the activation fee and the emergency services fee, the monthly service fee, and any charges for extra minutes and...
Well, it sounds like a lot more than $40, doesn't it?
This is very common. They always say that it's a very low price and they always have these hidden charges, right?
Yep, you're right. So why don't we look at some of the language they were using in the dialogue now in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
All right, on Language Takeaway today, we're going to be looking at 4 very basic words that are used in this whole mobile phone context. And the first one is activate.
To activate my cell phone.
All right, so you have to activate your cell phone.
That's right. You have to make the cell phone work.
So basically, you make it work. Now, can you only apply this to mobile phones?
No, there's many things that you must activate to make work. For example, you must activate your computer software.
Okay, or maybe you have to activate your credit card.
Or activate your bank account.
So usually you do this for the first time before you start using it.
Yeah, like imagine your mobile phone is sleeping, right? And you need to activate it to make it start working.
But you only do it once.
Right, only once.
Okay. We talk about mobile phone or we say the cell phone, but this also has a specific name, right?
That's right, a handset.
Handset.
A handset.
So the device, the phone, you can call it a handset.
Exactly.
All right, a very easy word, but it's kind of a little bit more technical.
Yeah. Now, one of the things they were talking about with this monthly rate plan was a rollover option.
Rollover.
A rollover option.
So what is this rollover option about?
Well, okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have 500 minutes each month, and you only use 4 of them in this month. 100 of those minutes can move over to the next month. So now you have 600 minutes.
So basically, the minutes that you don't use, you can still use the following month.
Right.
Okay, so that's a rollover plan.
Now, we might recognize the verb to roll over, right?
Right, so it's very similar to physically move from one place to another.
Yep.
All right, roll over. And now, in the end, we talked about many types of fees.
That's right. Activation fee.
Okay, or we also had emergency services fee. So what is a fee?
A fee is the amount of money you must pay for a service.
Okay, so this is important. It's for a service.
Yeah, you can't pay a fee for something you can touch.
Okay, so if I go to the store, I don't say, what is the fee of this bottle of water?
Right. What's the fee for filling this bottle of water?
Okay, so for a service.
Yes, for an action.
All right, very good. So I think it's time for us to listen to this dialogue again. We're going to slow it down because it was a little bit fast, and then we'll come back and look at some great phrases.
Hi there. Can I help you?
Yeah, I've just moved here, and I'd like to activate my cell phone. And I'm not sure if I should go with a prepaid plan or a monthly rate plan.
I see. Well, can I have a look at your phone? Unfortunately, this phone can't be used in the U.S. It's not compatible with our 3G network.
What? Really? I don't really want to have to buy a new phone.
Well, you're in luck. You see, if you sign up for our 3-year plan, we'll throw in a handset for free.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. You just choose a plan, sign a 3-year contract, and that's it. Actually, we're running a special promotion right now, and we're giving away a BlackBerry Curve with our special mega value $40 plan.
So, what does this plan include?
Well, you get 900 anytime minutes, and you can also enjoy free mobile-to-mobile calling to other Telmobile clients, 1,000 text messages per month, and unlimited evening and weekend minutes. Oh, and we also offer a rollover option.
Wow, all this for $40 per month?
That's right. Plus the activation fee, the emergency services fee, the monthly service fee, and any charges for extra minutes and...
Well, there are some interesting phrases in this dialogue, and, a lot of them can be used when you're talking about a negotiation or a contract or a deal.
All right, great. So let's take a look at these phrases in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Okay, the first phrase that we have on Fluency Builder today was the problem that she had with her mobile phone was that it wasn't compatible with a 3G network.
Okay, to be compatible with.
To be compatible with.
To be compatible with.
Now, this word compatible means that it works well with something else.
Exactly. Now, there's a lot of things that you can use this phrase compatible with, together with. People, things. So why don't we hear a few examples now?
Example 1.
Our application is compatible with most smartphones.
Example 2.
My roommate and I are just not compatible. All she ever does is study, and I like to stay up late and party.
Example 3.
I'm sorry, your computer is not compatible with our software. It's too old.
Okay, great example. So compatible with, very clear, and it's very useful.
That's right.
Now, what about the next phrase?
Well, the girl was hearing about all of these great things that are included in the contract, and she asked, what's the catch?
What's the catch?
What's the catch?
So she was asking for the catch. What is the catch?
Well, good thing you asked. A catch is something negative, something that's hidden, that makes the deal seem not so great.
Okay, so if somebody offers me a new car, they say you can have this new for free.
Okay, well, that seems too good to be true. So what is the catch?
The catch is that I can only drive it at night.
Okay, That's kind of annoying.
Right.
Yep.
So that's the catch. There's like a condition.
Yep.
Now, she asked about the catch, and she said, well, there's no catch, it's, you just signed the contract. And then the salesman told the lady that she is in luck.
You're in luck.
To be in luck.
Well, okay, I think we can really understand the meaning, right? When you're in luck, something lucky has happened.
Right. You're having good fortune.
But how do we use it?
So maybe you're looking for a very special bottle of wine for dinner tonight.
Yep, and it's very rare.
Okay, and you go into this little store and all of a sudden you're in luck. You found it there.
Exactly.
Okay.
This phrase is actually most commonly used in the second person. You're in luck.
You are in luck. You are in luck tonight.
Yeah, and it usually when someone asks you for something, then you say, you're in luck.
You're in luck. I have it. Or you're in luck. I have the very last one.
Exactly.
All right, and now to end a fluency builder, we have one more phrase, and so it was when the salesman said, we'll throw in a handset for free.
All right, to throw something in.
So if she signs the contract, he will throw in a free handset.
It means to include something for free.
Okay, so you can say, if you buy this house, I'll throw in
The dog.
for free.
Yeah.
Right? So to throw in, to include for free.
Right.
Okay. All right. So great phrases, and I think we understand them now. So let's listen to this dialogue for the very last time.
Yeah, I just moved here and I'd like to activate my cell phone. And I'm not sure if I should go with a prepaid plan or a monthly rate plan.
I see. Well, can I have a look at your phone? Unfortunately, this phone can't be used in the U.S. It's not compatible with our 3G network.
What? Really? I don't really want to have to buy a new phone.
Well, you're in luck. You see, if you sign up for our 3-year plan, we'll throw in a handset for free.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. You just choose a plan, sign a 3-year contract, and that's it. Actually, we're running a special promotion right now, and we're giving away a BlackBerry Curve with our special mega value $40 plan.
So, what does this plan include?
Well, you get 900 anytime minutes, and you can also enjoy free mobile-to-mobile calling to other Telmobile clients, 1,000 text messages per month, and unlimited evening and weekend minutes. Oh, and we also offer a rollover option.
Wow. All this for $40 per month?
That's right. Plus the activation fee and the emergency services fee, the monthly service fee, and any charges for extra minutes and...
Mobile phones. This is very common in the United States, right? These monthly plans.
Yeah, most places where I have lived, it's much more common to pay as you go, right? To have a prepaid plan. But in the States, almost everyone goes with the monthly plan.
Maybe it's because in order to have a monthly plan, you need to have a credit card.
You might be onto something.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have a credit card or maybe you're 18, you can't get a monthly plan. So you got to do this prepaid plan.
Yeah. Another interesting thing that I've noticed when living in different countries and seeing mobile phone habits, Americans and North Americans respond very differently to a ringing mobile phone than other people do.
How so?
For example, if I was in a meeting in America and my phone rang and I answered it, people might think that I was very rude to answer the phone in a meeting. But, here when we're living in China, it's totally normal. It's, everyone does it. That's the polite thing to do, answer your phone.
Right. And I think that's absolutely true. And maybe it's because in North America, you have this voicemail option for your mobile phone.
Yeah, and everyone has it.
Everyone has it. So if it's something very important, then the person will leave you a voicemail message and then you will know what it's about or you can call them back. But here, I guess, or in other countries, maybe they don't have that option. So they need to answer every call.
Yeah, it's interesting, an interesting sort of cultural difference in the way we use our phones. But what about listeners in your country? Do you answer the phone immediately or do you let it ring?
Right, or maybe do you see who's calling and maybe just not answer it?
Yeah, screen your calls.
To screen a call. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. An object or machine made for a specific purpose.
Device.
A part of a cell phone package that lets you go on the internet.
Data package.
A computer chip you put in your cell phone.
SIM card.
A phone that attaches to the network by a wire.
Landline.
Write and send a text message.
Text.
Cause something to start working.
Activate.
A program where you pay for cell phone time in advance.
Prepaid rate plan.
A program that needs you to pay every month.
Monthly rate plan.
Able to work well together.
Compatible with.
You are lucky right now. We have what you need.
In luck.
Give something extra for free.
Throw in.
What is the hidden drawback?
What's the catch?
Cell phone time you can use at any time.
Anytime minutes.
Short messages sent by mobile phone.
Text message.
Without limit, as much as you want.
Unlimited.
Cell phone minutes you can use on evenings and weekends.
Evening and weekend minutes.
Allow unused minutes to be used the next month.
Rollover.
Mobile phone.
Handset.
The amount of money you need to pay.
Fee.
The amount of money you need to pay.
Charge.
Let's try that faster. Cause something to start working.
Activate.
Cell phone minutes you can use on evenings and weekends.
Evening and weekend minutes.
Short messages sent by mobile phone.
Text message.
What is the hidden drawback?
What's the catch?
You are lucky right now. We have what you need.
In luck.
Allow unused minutes to be used the next month.
Rollover.
A part of a cell phone package that lets you go on the internet.
Data package.
The amount of money you need to pay.
Fee.
A computer chip you put in your cell phone.
SIM card.
Mobile phone.
Handset.
The amount of money you need to pay.
Charge.
Write and send a text message.
Text.
Give something extra for free.
Throw in.
Without limit, as much as you want.
Unlimited.
Cell phone time you can use at any time.
Anytime minutes.
An object or machine made for a specific purpose.
Device.
A phone that attaches to the network by a wire.
Landline.
Able to work well together.
Compatible with.
A program that needs you to pay every month.
Monthly rate plan.
A program where you pay for cell phone time in advance.
Prepaid rate plan.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Compatible with. Our application is compatible with most smartphones. Compatible with. My roommate and I are just not compatible. All she ever does is study, and I like to stay up late and party. Compatible with. I'm sorry, your computer is not compatible with our software. It's too old. Throw in. If you buy 2 pizzas, we'll throw in another one for free. Throw in. Tell you what, I'll buy this computer if you throw in a pair of headphones. Deal? Throw in. The salesman threw in a subscription to the local newspaper for buying his product. Isn't that great? Activate. In order to activate this computer software, you need to call customer service and get a code number. Activate. I received my credit card today. I have to go to the bank and have it activated before I can use it. Activate. I want to activate an email account with Gmail, but I don't know how. This is too good to be true. There has to be a catch. You're going to give me a free phone and 3 months of free service? What's the catch? Don't trust car salesmen. There's always a catch with them. In luck. If you have a headache, you're in luck. I have some Tylenol with me now. In luck. You're in luck. I have the last copy of that book here. In luck. We're in luck. I just found someone who can give us directions to the nearest gas station.
So, what are we talking about today, Marco?
Well, we're talking about one of my favorite topics, which are computers.
Yes, you're a little bit of a nerd.
A little bit. I love computers and technology and everything that's related to it. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. Maybe we're buying a new computer.
Well, I anticipate learning something from this because there are a lot of those fancy big words that I don't know that have to do with processors and gigo things. So that's going to be coming up in a minute here. But first, let's just jump right in and take a listen to today's dialogue.
So, can you fix it?
I'm sorry, sir. This computer is not broken or damaged. It's simply just too old. That's why your programs and applications are running slow. There really isn't much I can do.
What do you mean? I bought this computer just 3 years ago.
Yes, but technology is ever-changing, and technology is becoming obsolete faster and faster.
Okay, I know where this is going. How much will it cost me to get a new computer?
Well, this desktop over here is our latest model. It has a 4 gigahertz processor with 16 gigabytes in RAM and a hard disk with 1 terabyte. Of course, it includes a mouse, keyboard, and desk speakers.
I have no idea what you are talking about. I just want to know if it's good, and if I'll be able to play solitaire without the computer crashing or freezing all the time.
This PC is top of the line, and I guarantee it will never freeze. If it does, we'll give you your money back.
All right, we're back. I think it's a very typical case. You go in to get something fixed, and they say, we can't fix it. You need a new one.
Yes, and not only a new one, but a bigger and better and faster one.
And more expensive, obviously.
Obviously. It's called the upsell.
The upsell, yeah. All right, so there were some very difficult words, I think, because they're very specific related to technology and computers. So why don't we look at those now in Language Takeaway?
Language takeaway.
All right, so the first word we have today is when something is no longer in use.
Okay, so this word is obsolete.
It's obsolete.
Obsolete. And we're not just talking about like, oh, I haven't touched that pen in like 10 years. We're talking about a piece of technology that is no longer useful because there's something else that can do a better job.
Right. And actually, not only with technology, we also have words that are obsolete, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like thy or thine, you or yours.
Classical English. We don't use thy anymore.
No.
But
thou art very summary today, Marco.
We don't use that anymore. That's obsolete English, right? Or obsolete words.
Exactly. So obsolete means it's no longer of use. We have better and newer things in its place.
All right. And now moving on, when the salesman was describing the characteristics of the computer, he used some prefixes that were a little bit strange, right? Like, for example, giga.
Giga what?
Giga.
All right. So these are actually prefixes that have to do with numbers. And so this is not just a computer thing. This is a math thing or a science thing. So, okay. So we've got 3 different prefixes. A prefix is something we tack on at the beginning of a word. So we have hertz, or byte, right? These are little bits of a computer, byte.
Right. So you have like megabytes.
Megabytes we've all heard before. That's the smallest here. We've got megabytes, but bigger than mega, we've got gigabytes.
A giga. Yeah. So now, for example, the hard drives are 250 gigabytes.
You might even hear someone say gigs. You've got a
Gigs,
250 gig hard drive.
Yeah.
But what's bigger than giga?
Now it's the terabyte.
Ooh, tera. It sounds like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
Huge.
I actually wondered what would happen after gigabyte, because it's so much information already, and now it's the terabyte. So it's like 1,000 gigabytes.
So that's like 200 movies.
That's probably more than that. It's amazing the amount of
Man.
storage you can have and how small it actually is.
So mega, giga, tera, going
Right.
from littlest to biggest.
All right. And, well, he described a 4 gigahertz processor.
Okay, so the processor is our next word, and this is actually something that that determines how fast your computer is going to run.
So it comes from the word to process, right?
Right.
To like calculate or to think.
Do even.
To do. So you have different examples like a word processor.
Right, so it's like Microsoft Word. It allows you to make Word documents. You can also say to process data. You're trying to calculate it.
But in this case, a processor is like a little brain that's the center of the computer, and that's where all the information gets processed.
Yeah, so it's the brain of the computer, essentially. And the bigger it is, the faster it can go.
Exactly. And, well, if you don't have a very good processor, your computer is bound to freeze.
Ooh, okay, so freezing is another key word, especially when talking about computers. This one drives me nuts. To freeze, it means to stop moving.
Right.
Right? So, well, it has a couple different meanings. You might have heard it about ice before, but to freeze here, we're talking about stopping moving. So we have a game called Freeze Tag, where if I touch you, you have to stop running.
Right.
But here we're talking about a computer freezing. I'm moving my mouse and I'm typing, and all of a sudden,
It doesn't work
my
anymore.
mouse doesn't move. I can't close or open or do anything, and it's really frustrating.
It's very, especially if you're doing something and you didn't save your work, it's gone. Right? So if your computer freezes, then usually you have to restart it or turn it off or not.
So that is about it for those words, but let's take another listen and slow the dialogue down this time so you can catch some of those big words.
So, can you fix it?
I'm sorry, sir. This computer is not broken or damaged. It's simply just too old. That's why your programs and applications are running slow. There really isn't much I can do.
What do you mean? I bought this computer just 3 years ago.
Yes, but technology is ever-changing, and technology is becoming obsolete faster and faster.
Okay, I know where this is going. How much will it cost me to get a new computer?
Well, this desktop over here is our latest model. It has a 4 gigahertz processor with 16 gigabytes in RAM and a hard disk with 1 terabyte. Of course, it includes a mouse, keyboard, and desk speakers.
I have no idea what you are talking about. I just want to know if it's good, and if I'll be able to play solitaire without the computer crashing or freezing all the time.
This PC is top of the line, and I guarantee it will never freeze. If it does, we'll give you your money back.
Great, so we are back. So now let's jump into today's Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
All right, so on Fluency Builder, we're going to take a look at 3 different phrases. For example, the salesman was describing technology and said that it's ever-changing.
Okay, so this is almost a little poetic line here. So ever-changing means always changing.
Always.
Right. Always changing. And so we can say that the ocean is ever-changing. You know, the waves are always changing it. But in this case, he's saying that technology is always changing. It's always progressing into something new. And so
exactly.
That is a key selling point for this guy.
Right. So this is actually a very interesting word. We can use it like in your example beyond technology, like the way, like the sea is ever changing. So why don't we listen to a couple of other examples?
You know, it's amazing how quickly technology is changing every year.
Absolutely. Just think about smartphones a few years ago. They were basic, and now they do everything. It's like carrying a tiny computer in your pocket.
Exactly. And not just phones, even things like home appliances are changing. Now, everything seems to be smart TVs, smart fridges, even smart lights.
Yeah, it feels like every year there's something new and better. It's hard to keep up sometimes. Do you ever wonder what the future of technology will look like?
All the time. With AI self-driving cars and virtual reality, it feels like we're living in the future already.
True, AI is really changing the way we work and live. Many jobs are being automated now. It's exciting, but a little scary too.
I know what you mean. Technology changing so fast is great, but it also makes me wonder what happens if people can't adapt.
That's a good point. I guess learning and adapting are important. But one thing's for sure, technology will keep changing, whether we're ready or not.
Absolutely. We just have to keep learning and growing with it.
All right, we're back. So now we understand the ever-changing.
So the man who's trying to buy this computer, or at least get his computer fixed, really starts to get frustrated with the salesman. And he says, okay, I know where this is going. So he hears the sales pitch. He hears this guy trying to loosen him up a little bit. He says, I know where this is going. So what does this mean, this where something is going?
So basically what direction a conversation or a topic or a situation is taking.
Okay, so he's saying, I know why you're telling me these
Right.
things. I know your motive.
Or I know what's happening. I know what you're going to say.
Okay, so he's essentially saying, I know you're going to try and sell me a computer.
Right.
All
So you can use it in other circumstances, right? For example, a relationship.
I don't know where this is going.
Right. What is going?
Classic breakup line. I just don't think I know where this is going anymore.
So in reference to the relationship, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening. Are we serious? Are we maybe going to get married? I don't know anymore.
I can't tell where this movie is going. It's so like, here and there and boring.
Yeah, you don't know the plot.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a very common phrase, and it sounds very natural when you say it, right?
It does. And that's why it's Fluency Builder really helps you sound like a more native English speaker when you use these kind of phrases.
And the next one is also very, very good when he describes the condition of the computer. He says it's top of the line.
Top of the line. Now, what line we're talking about, I do not know, but this is
above average line.
Right. So this is the best of the best. This is the top model or the top computer. And you can definitely imagine a car salesman using this.
Yeah.
Yes, this BMW is top of the line. It's the best money can buy.
Yeah, that's another good one. So basically, top of the line is the best of the best, the above average, right?
More than above average. It's the best you can do. And so the guy is saying, listen, this is our best computer. Really, you should buy it. And obviously, top of the line usually costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it's usually for something that costs money, right? For things. You wouldn't really use it for a person, right? He's top of the line.
No. Top of the line, I think, generally refers to electronics and cars or like motorcycles. And so you often hear top of the line stereo, top of the line TV, top of the line car. But you wouldn't say this about food or people or art.
Yeah, you wouldn't say this painting is top of the line.
No, not about like very unique things. You'd say this about kind of manufactured things.
Very good. So we've taken a look at a lot of great phrases. Why don't we listen to our dialogue for the last time, and then we'll come back.
So can you fix it?
I'm sorry, sir. This computer is not broken or damaged. It's simply just too old. That's why your programs and applications are running slow. There really isn't much I can do.
What do you mean? I bought this computer just 3 years ago.
Yes, but technology is ever-changing, and technology is becoming obsolete faster and faster.
Okay, I know where this is going. How much will it cost me to get a new computer?
Well, this desktop over here is our latest model. It has a 4 gigahertz processor with 16 gigabytes in RAM and a hard disk with 1 terabyte. Of course, it includes a mouse, keyboard, and desk speakers.
I have no idea what you are talking about. I just want to know if it's good, and if I'll be able to play solitaire without the computer crashing or freezing all the time.
This PC is top of the line, and I guarantee it will never freeze. If it does, we'll give you your money back.
All right, we're back. So, computers. Catherine, I know you recently got a nice Macintosh.
Yeah, I did.
It's one of those big screen ones, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a desktop, right? So it's not a laptop. And it's got a very fast processor because Macs started using Intel processors a couple of years ago, and that made them much faster.
Wow. And this processor actually has 2 cores, right? So basically it has 2 different brains almost within one processor.
Which gives it really bad headaches. She complains to me often.
Are you a big Mac fan or PC fan?
I'm a Mac fan.
Really?
I've been converted. My roommate in college, my sophomore year, had a Mac, and ever since then, I've really gotten into them. So,
really?
Yeah, I went Mac and didn't turn back.
I still honestly cannot really use a Mac. I get confused. I'm looking for the start button, and I'm looking for where my documents are.
It's really hard to change over. Right?
Yeah.
But once you do, you don't want to change back because everything is so much easier on a Mac.
Really?
But if you're really into PC gaming, then you should probably stick with the PCs because the games just don't really compare on Macs.
But I've heard that also Macs don't really suffer from viruses, right?
No, they don't, which is great because I always used to get these viruses that would slow down my computer because, you open some email and all of a sudden there's nastiness on your desktop. Well, now I don't really have that problem. And also there's really wonderful photo editing software and video editing software.
Right.
So everything's just really easy to find and easy to use.
What about you, listeners? Do you prefer the Mac? Do you prefer the PC? Or maybe some of our listeners don't really even like computers?
Listen carefully.
How computers and technology changed our lives. The beginning of computers. Many years ago, before computers were everywhere, life was very different. People used paper and pens to write letters. They used books to find information. It took a lot of time to do simple tasks. For example, if someone wanted to know the weather, they had to read a newspaper or listen to the radio. If someone wanted to talk to a friend who lived far away, they had to write a letter and wait for days or even weeks for a reply. Then, in the middle of the 20th century, the first computers were created. These computers were very big. They were so big that they filled whole rooms. They were also very slow compared to today's computers. Only big companies and universities could use them because they were expensive and difficult to operate. But as time passed, technology improved. Computers got smaller, faster, and cheaper. In the 1970s and 1980s, personal computers came into homes. Families could buy their own computers. People started to use computers to write documents, play games, and learn new things. It was a new and exciting time. One of the most famous people who helped make computers popular was Steve Jobs. He started a company called Apple. Another important person was Bill Gates, who started Microsoft. They made computers easy to use for everyone, not just scientists and engineers. Computers changed from being big machines to being tools that people could use every day. The age of the internet and smartphones. In the 1990s, the internet became popular. The internet is a huge network that connects computers all over the world. It allows people to share information easily. With the internet, people could search for information in seconds. They could send emails instead of writing letters. Communication became faster and easier. Websites like Google, Yahoo, and Wikipedia helped people learn new things quickly. Instead of going to the library, you could just type your question into a search engine and find the answer immediately. This changed how students studied and how people worked. Then came smartphones. A smartphone is like a small computer that you can carry in your pocket. The first popular smartphone was the iPhone, introduced in 2007. Smartphones allowed people to use the internet, send messages, take pictures, and make phone calls, all from one device. Apps or applications made smartphones even more useful. People could use apps to learn languages, listen to music, or play games. Apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram allowed people to stay connected with friends and family, no matter where they were. Technology made the world feel smaller and more connected. How technology helps us learn English. Today, technology helps people learn English in many ways. You can watch English videos on YouTube. You can listen to English podcasts. You can use apps like Duolingo to practice English every day. Technology makes learning fun and easy. For example, if you want to practice speaking, you can use voice recognition software. This software listens to your voice and helps you correct your pronunciation. If you want to learn new words, you can use flashcard apps that show you pictures and sounds. This helps you remember words better. Technology also helps people connect with English speakers around the world. You can join online language exchange programs. You can chat with people from different countries and learn about their culture. This is a great way to practice English and make new friends. The future of computers and technology. Computers and technology are still changing. Now, people are talking about artificial intelligence, AI. AI is a kind of computer program that can think and learn like a human. AI can help people do their work faster. It can also help doctors find diseases, help teachers teach better, and help drivers stay safe on the road. In the future, we might see even smarter computers. Maybe robots will help us at home. Maybe we will wear smart glasses that show us information wherever we look. Technology will keep making life easier and more interesting. But with all these changes, one thing is very important. Learning. Learning how to use technology is as important as learning how to read and write. If you understand computers and technology, you can do many things. You can work better, learn faster, and connect with people all over the world. Final thoughts. Technology and computers have changed our lives in amazing ways. They make learning English easier and more fun. They help us stay connected. They help us find information. The world is changing fast, and technology is a big part of that change. By learning how to use technology, we can be ready for the future. So, if you are learning English, use technology to help you. Watch videos, listen to podcasts, use apps, and talk to people online. Every time you use technology, you are also learning new skills. And these skills will help you in school, at work, and in life. Remember, computers and technology are not just machines. They are tools that can help you grow, learn, and succeed.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Always becoming different.
Ever-changing.
A written promise that a seller will repair a product if a problem arises.
Warranty.
No longer useful.
Obsolete.
A portable computer.
Laptop.
The direction of an event.
Where something is going.
To change into a more advanced state.
Evolve.
To be completely unaware of something.
I have no idea.
A device that allows computers to communicate without wires.
Wireless modem.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Freeze.
A system for communicating between computers.
Network.
A computer application.
Program.
Unit to measure a computer's storage capacity.
Gigabyte.
Part of computer that temporarily stores information.
Random access memory.
Part of computer that stores data.
Hard disk.
Measurement of computer processor speed.
Gigahertz.
Device in a computer that manages operations.
Processor.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Crash.
To make a written promise.
Guarantee.
Let's try that faster. A computer application.
Program.
Measurement of computer processor speed.
Gigahertz.
The direction of an event.
Where something is going.
Unit to measure a computer's storage capacity.
Gigabyte.
No longer useful.
Obsolete.
Device in a computer that manages operations.
Processor.
Always becoming different.
Ever-changing.
A device that allows computers to communicate without wires.
Wireless modem.
A written promise that a seller will repair a product if a problem arises.
Warranty.
Part of computer that stores data.
Hard disk.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Crash.
To make a written promise.
Guarantee.
Part of computer that temporarily stores information.
Random access memory.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Freeze.
A portable computer.
Laptop.
To change into a more advanced state.
Evolve.
A system for communicating between computers.
Network.
To be completely unaware of something.
I have no idea.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Ever-changing. There is always something new in this ever-changing world. Ever-changing. Times are ever-changing, and we must prepare ourselves better every day. Ever-changing. The flu is an ever-changing virus that continues to claim many lives. Obsolete. This fleet of battleships from World War II is completely obsolete. Obsolete. Broom is an obsolete word that means mist or fog. Obsolete. A VHS is a device that is practically obsolete nowadays. Who buys tapes anymore? Where something is going. We fight every day. I don't know where this relationship is going. Where something is going. Where is this movie going? I don't understand what's happening. Where something is going. You want to do what? Where are you going with this conversation? I have no idea. I can't find my keys. I have no idea where I put them. I have no idea. I have no idea where Tom went. Maybe he's in the bathroom? I have no idea. You have no idea how embarrassed I was. I mean, I accidentally burped while presenting my project to the board of directors. Freeze. If your computer freezes, you'll have to shut it down. Freeze.
I hate coming to high school reunions.
It'll be great, honey. We will get to see your old classmates and catch up to see how they've been doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, look. There's Robert Matthews. Rob!
Hey, Bill. Wow. Great to see you.
Likewise. It's been a long time. This is my wife, Dorothy.
Pleasure to meet you. So, Bill, how have you been?
Can't complain. We have 2 children who are in college, and my business is going well. How about you?
You know me. I'm a dedicated bachelor. I never married, although I do have a beautiful daughter with Mary. You remember her. We were high school sweethearts. It didn't really work out between us, but I really can't complain either.
That's good. Have you seen Frank? I was hoping he would come tonight.
You didn't hear? Frank passed away last year.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just janking your chain. He'll be here soon. I saw him last week. He told me he would show up. Alright, we're back, so now let's get started with our language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
The first phrase we have here in language takeaway is a very important one because it is the setting for today's dialogue. We are at a high school reunion.
That's right. So everyone knows what high school is, but a high school reunion is when you go back to your high school for a party, maybe 5 years or 10 years after you graduate. So then you meet all your old friends from high school. You talk about, how you have been and just meet up with everyone that maybe you haven't seen in a very long time.
Exactly. So a reunion usually happens every 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years. It can happen at different times, but this is important because you can have many different kinds of reunions, like a college reunion or a high school reunion. I've even heard of some people who had an elementary school reunion.
Really? Wow. Imagine seeing your classmates when you were maybe 10 years old.
I couldn't imagine it.
All right. So we're at a high school reunion, and we are there because we're going to meet our old classmates and to catch up and see how they have been.
Okay, so this is exactly what you do at a reunion. You catch up with people that you maybe lost touch with. To catch up means to find out about what people have been doing since the last time you talked. So maybe Marco and I were classmates in high school and we haven't talked in 10 years. I say, Marco, I want to catch up. I want to learn about what you do, who you married, where you work, things like that.
Right. So when 2 people get together to catch up, maybe it doesn't even have to be a very long time. Maybe you haven't seen your friend for a week. And so you want to get together, have a cup of coffee, and catch up and see how the relationship has been going or how his work. So you want to catch up.
So you can say this in a very simple way. Let's catch up, or it's been nice to catch up.
That's right. All right, moving on to our next word. This guy, Bill, meets up with Robert Matthews, and they're saying, hey, wow, great to see you. And he answers by saying, likewise.
So it's good to see you. Likewise.
Right.
That means it's good to see you too.
So you don't have to repeat everything that person just said. For example, if I just meet someone new and I say, it's a pleasure to meet you, you can say,
I could say likewise.
Likewise.
Because I don't want to say, it's a pleasure to meet you too. That's so many words. So likewise is a very short way to say all of those things.
That's right. So we were finding out about Robert Matthews, and he says that, he is a dedicated bachelor.
So a dedicated bachelor. What is a bachelor, Marco?
So a bachelor is a person who is not married, a person who is single.
A man. A woman cannot be a bachelor. So a bachelor is specifically a man, and he's not married. And we often have a stereotype. That means we have an idea of what a bachelor lives like.
Right.
You know, he has only beer in his refrigerator, and he has many relationships and no wife. So
that's right. So a dedicated bachelor is a person who is not married and doesn't really seem to want to get married or any of this. He wants to stay single.
Exactly.
Okay. And, to finish off, this guy Robert lied a little bit to Bill, saying that Frank had passed away.
That's really mean.
Yeah.
But this phrase, to pass away, is very important and something we should talk about. So what does it mean to pass away?
It's another way of saying he died. So
but it's nicer.
Yeah, it's a lot more subtle and nicer. So instead of saying Frank died, you say Frank passed away.
So you could say, last year my grandmother passed away. That's a way of saying that my grandmother died last year. But again, it's a lot nicer way to say.
Right, because the word died can be a little bit too direct and too harsh. So maybe saying my grandmother passed away last year, it's a nicer way of saying it. Okay, so that's all the language takeaway you have. Let's take a look at our dialogue again, and we'll be back.
I hate coming to high school reunions.
It'll be great, honey. We will get to see your old classmates and catch up to see how they've been doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, look. There's Robert Matthews. Rob.
Hey, Bill. Wow. Great to see you.
Likewise. It's been a long time. This is my wife, Dorothy.
Pleasure to meet you. So, Bill, how have you been?
Can't complain. We have 2 children who are in college, and my business is going well. How about you?
You know me. I'm a dedicated bachelor. I never married, although I do have a beautiful daughter with Mary. You remember her. We were high school sweethearts. It didn't really work out between us, but I really can't complain either.
That's good. Have you seen Frank? I was hoping he would come tonight.
You didn't hear? Frank passed away last year.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just janking your chain. He'll be here soon. I saw him last week. He told me he would show up. All right, let's move on now to 4 key phrases on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
So the focus of today's Fluency Builder is small talk. These are phrases you can use when you're at a reunion or a dinner, especially with people you don't know very well. So let's jump in and look at this first phrase. Great to see you.
That's right. So he says, hey, Bill, wow, great to see you. So this is a nice little opening phrase saying, wow, I'm really excited to see you. I'm really happy to see you.
Exactly. It means I'm happy. Look at you. Great to see you. You say this at the beginning of a conversation.
That's right. And actually, Bill responded by saying likewise. So we talked about this. He's saying, wow, great to see you too. Then he continues by saying, it's been a long time.
This means that these 2 people, they have not seen each other in a very long time. You can also say, it's been so long, or it's been a long time. That means it's been a long time since we last saw each other.
That's right. So Robert goes on to ask Bill, he says, well, how have you been? How are things? Bill answers by saying, can't complain.
Okay, so this is not grammatically correct. Normally you need a subject.
Right.
I can't complain. But when we're speaking in English and we're having a conversation like this, it's okay to say just can't complain as a phrase. So he's saying, how have you been? Well, I can't complain.
Right.
Or can't complain. That means nothing bad has happened. Things are okay.
Right, you're saying that things are good, they're not fantastic, but they're not bad either, so you can't really complain. So it's just a phrase where very directly you can say, oh, can't complain, everything's great.
So you could even say this about other things, like, I asked John how his job was, and he said, can't complain.
Right.
It means not great, but it's not bad.
Right, exactly right. All right, and obviously we saw how Robert lied to Bill by saying that their good friend Frank had passed away. And he said, "Are you serious?" "Nah, I'm just yanking your chain."
Okay, so this might sound very strange to a lot of you because a chain is something that doesn't really seem to fit in this conversation.
Right.
But yanking your chain, remember this as a phrase. It means I'm just joking.
Right.
I'm
just
not serious.
Kidding. I'm lying to you, I guess, right? So, but how can you use this in another context?
Okay, I could say, you know what, Marco, I have something I have to tell you.
And I say, what?
I'm leaving English Pod. I quit.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just yanking your chain.
Okay.
Or, no, I'm just kidding.
Right. So you're kind of teasing someone when you do this, right? I'm just yanking your chain. I'm just lying to you. I'm teasing you. I'm making you believe something that isn't true.
Exactly. So this is something you can use after you tell someone that you were just joking. So,
right.
I'm just yanking your chain. I'm just joking with you.
That's right. So don't try to translate it directly or literally because it's not going to make sense. So just remember this as a phrasal verb or a phrase in general.
Exactly.
All right, let's listen to our dialogue one last time and we'll be back to talk a little bit more.
I hate coming to high school reunions.
It'll be great, honey. We will get to see your old classmates and catch up to see how they've been doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, look. There's Robert Matthews. Rob.
Hey, Bill. Wow. Great to see you.
Likewise. It's been a long time. This is my wife, Dorothy.
Pleasure to meet you. So, Bill, how have you been?
Can't complain. We have 2 children who are in college, and my business is going well. How about you?
You know me. I'm a dedicated bachelor. I never married, although I do have a beautiful daughter with Mary. You remember her. We were high school sweethearts. It didn't really work out between us, but I really can't complain either.
That's good. Have you seen Frank? I was hoping he would come tonight.
You didn't hear? Frank passed away last year.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just yanking your chain. He'll be here soon. I saw him last week. He told me he would show up. All right, so we're back and talking about high school reunions. These are very popular in the United States, right?
They are very popular, and I think people often have them every 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But most people don't go to the high school reunion until either 10 or 20 years after their high school graduation.
Why is that?
I think at 5 years is very soon. 10 years is nice because you haven't seen people, but 20 years is really, I think, shocking because people can be completely different or they could be the same. But it's been, you were 18 when you graduated high school. Now you're 38 years old. You have this whole life that you've had. And so I think it's much more interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I guess people go to these things half because they do want to maybe meet up with old friends that they haven't kept in touch with. I think especially this was very popular before the whole internet revolution. Now everyone's in touch on Facebook and emails, and it's just so much easier to keep in touch. But before, you have to remember that, it was basically by telephone or by mail. So actually seeing a person 10 years or catching up with them was very difficult back then.
Yeah, we all see photos and videos now of our classmates, and so it's not quite as surprising when we bump into them later. But I think it is still interesting, though, because at least on my social networking websites, there are a lot of people that I don't have connections to. And so I look forward to my high school reunion when I get to see some of these people and kind of find out what they've been doing for the past 10 or 15 years.
It's actually very interesting, I guess, when you see how your classmates have changed, how maybe the one that used to be the nerd or maybe not very attractive all of a sudden is really attractive and has like a supermodel as a wife, or how these things work out.
Or the high school football captain is now kind of sad and fat.
Bald. So yeah, these are the types of surprises that people look forward to when they go to high school reunions.
That talk about meeting old classmates made me feel soft inside. I imagine walking into a big room and seeing familiar faces, but not knowing what to say.
I feel that too. You have memories, but time changes people. The first minutes can feel strange, like you were back in school for a second.
And I think about the little questions people ask. They sound simple, but they can touch your heart. Like work, family, and where life took you.
Yes, and you want to answer honestly, but also keep it light. It is a balance, because some stories are heavy, even if you smile.
I guess that is why I feel nervous about reunions. You want to look confident, yet you also want to feel safe. It can be a lot.
It helps if you go with someone supportive. Even one friendly person can make the room feel warmer. Then you can breathe and talk slowly.
I picture myself holding a drink, maybe water, just to have something in my hands. My hands get awkward when I feel shy.
That is normal. Small actions help, like holding a cup or checking your phone for a second. It gives your body a small break.
But I don't want to look rude, like I am hiding. I want to be present, kind of open, even if I feel unsure inside.
You can be present without forcing it. You can make eye contact, smile, and listen more than you talk at first. Listening is active too.
When you listen, you also learn who is safe. Some people are gentle, and some people act competitive, like they are showing off.
Right, and the showing off can make others feel small. But it is usually their insecurity. Still, it changes the mood of a chat.
I keep thinking about surprises. Someone you remember as quiet may be loud now. Someone you remember as strong may look tired now.
Time can do that. And photos online do not show everything. When you see a person in front of you, you notice their energy and eyes.
The idea of catching up sounds sweet, but also confusing. 10 years is a long story. How do you tell it in 2 minutes?
You cannot tell all of it. You choose 2 or 3 simple things, like where you live, what you do, and one feeling about life now.
I like that. Simple things. But sometimes the other person asks deeper questions right away, and I freeze, like my mind shuts off.
And it has been a busy time. And then ask them something back. That keeps it moving.
I also think about people you did not like in school. Seeing them again can bring back old feelings. I do not want drama.
You can keep distance politely. You can talk for 1 minute, then move on. At a big event, it is normal to float around.
And then there is teasing. Some people joke too much. I laugh, but inside I may feel hurt, especially if the joke is about my past.
Teasing can be tricky. If it is warm, it feels fine. If it is sharp, it can feel like a small attack. Your body knows the difference.
There was a moment in that story where a joke about someone being gone felt too far for me. I do not like jokes about death.
I agree. Some topics are sensitive. Even if the person means nothing bad, it can shock others. It changes the room quickly.
I guess I would respond with a quiet face. Not angry, just serious. Then maybe the person understands and stops doing it again.
That response is clear without fighting. Silence and a calm look can set a boundary. Not every boundary needs big words. Today.
Okay, let me share something. My school group is planning a get-together next month. A friend messaged me and I felt nervous.
That is real then. What did you feel first? Excited or scared or both? I think those events can bring mixed feelings fast.
Both, honestly. I felt happy thinking of 2 old friends, but I also felt fear, like people will judge my life, my face, my choices.
That fear is common. People compare, but most people are busy with their own worries. Still, it helps to prepare your mind a bit.
I want to go, but I do not want to regret it. So I keep imagining the entrance, the noise, the name tags, the smiles, everything.
Let's make it concrete. You arrive, you find one friendly person first, and you stay close for a few minutes. That can make a base.
I see someone from class, Fareed, and he looks friendly. I walk up and smile. My voice is soft, but I say hi in a clear way.
Good. Then he responds, and you both share quick updates. You keep it simple. You can mention your work and one thing you like lately.
I say I make content online, and I enjoy it. He asks if it is hard. I say sometimes, but I like learning new skills every week.
That is a good answer. It is honest and positive. Then you ask him what he does now, and you listen with interest.
He talks a lot, and I nod. Then I notice name tags. That helps, because I forget names. Without tags, I would panic.
Name tags are lifesavers. If you forget, you can glance down politely. It avoids awkward moments, and it keeps the conversation smooth.
Then I see Sarah across the room. I feel relief. I walk to her and we hug. I feel my shoulders drop, like my body relaxes.
That is your safe anchor. With her, you can stand together and greet others. It feels less like facing a crowd alone.
We talk about school and we laugh about our old teacher. Not mean, just funny memories. Then someone joins and talks over me.
That happens in noisy rooms. When someone talks over you, you can pause, then continue. Or you can step closer and speak a bit louder.
I try to continue, but I feel small. Sarah notices and asks me a question again, bringing me back in. That made me grateful.
Sarah sounds thoughtful. Those small moves show care. They help people feel included. That is what good friends do in groups. Today.
After some time, we walk to the snack table. Food helps. When you chew, you don't have to talk nonstop, and you can rest.
True. The snack table is also a place for easy small talk. You can comment on the food, and it feels natural and light.
Then I see Amir. He is talking to a group. My stomach flips. I pretend to look at cupcakes, but my ears are listening.
It is okay. You don't need to go to him right away. You can wait until he is alone or in a smaller moment.
Sarah sees my face and asks what is wrong. I do not want to share, but she knows. She smiles and says we can walk together.
Having a friend beside you makes it easier. You can approach as a pair and it feels like a normal social move, not a big moment.
We walk near Amir's group. Someone turns and recognizes me. They say my name loudly, and suddenly Amir looks at me too.
That is the moment. You smile, you wave lightly, and you step closer. You focus on being polite and calm, not on old feelings.
Amir smiles and looks surprised. I feel nervous, but I say, it is nice seeing him again. My voice shakes a bit, but I keep going.
Good. Shaking is fine. Most people do not notice as much as you think. They are focused on their own words and their own image.
We talk for a minute about where we live now. Then he asks if I am married. That question hits me like a small stone.
That is a common question at these events. It can feel personal. You can answer simply, like, not yet, and I am okay with it.
I answer that I am not married, and I am focused on my work. I smile, but inside I feel judged, even if he did not judge.
Your mind adds meaning, but you did well. You did not apologize. You stated your reality, and you stayed calm in the moment.
Then he says he is married and has a child. I feel a pinch in my chest, like a small sadness. I did not expect that.
That is understandable. It touches old dreams. But you can still be happy for him. Feelings can mix. Joy for him and sadness for you.
I say I am glad for him. Then I ask about his child, and he lights up. That part felt easy, because parents love that topic.
Yeah, and asking about someone's child is safe. It keeps the conversation warm. It also shifts focus away from comparisons about you.
After a few minutes, Sarah pulls me away gently, like saving me. I feel thankful. I did not want to stand there too long.
That is good teamwork. You had contact, you were polite, and you left before it became too intense. Short interactions can be healthier.
Later, we see a photo board with old pictures. Some are funny, some are embarrassing. People point and laugh, and I feel exposed.
That can be uncomfortable. You can laugh lightly, but you can also step back. You do not have to stay at the board long.
Someone points at a photo of me in a silly haircut. They tease me. It is not cruel, but I still feel heat in my face.
You can respond with a friendly joke about yourself if you want, or you can smile and change the topic. You control your comfort.
I smile and say, "That was a wild time." Then I move my body slightly, like shifting away. The teasing stops, and I feel relief.
Nice. You acknowledged it without feeding it. That often works. People follow your energy, so when you move on, they move on too.
Then we sit at a table. The music is loud, but the corner is calmer. A few classmates talk about money and jobs like trophies.
That is where comparisons can get sharp. Some people use success as armor. It can feel annoying. You can listen, but not join that game.
I try to stay quiet, but they ask me directly about income. I hate that. It feels rude, but they act like it is normal.
That is a tough moment. You can answer vaguely. You can say, "I am doing fine," and "I am grateful." Then ask about their hobbies.
I do that. I say I am doing okay, and I keep my smile. Then I ask what they do for fun. One person looks confused.
Some people do not expect that question. They're stuck in status talk. But hobbies can soften it. It reminds everyone they are humans.
It worked a bit. One person starts talking about hiking, another talks about cooking. The mood changes. I feel proud of that switch.
That is skillful. You guided the conversation gently. You did not fight, and you did not brag. You just moved it to safer ground.
Then an awkward moment happens. Someone mentions an old classmate and says he is gone, like forever. My heart drops because I do not know.
That is heavy. In that moment, people can feel shock. You can keep a respectful face and ask carefully if they mean the person died.
I ask softly, "What happened?" They say he had an accident years ago. The table goes quiet. I feel sad, even though I barely knew him.
That sadness is normal. It is a reminder that time passes. It makes the reunion feel more real, not just fun and jokes.
Then someone tries to lighten it with a harsh joke. I do not laugh. I just look down. I feel my eyes water a bit.
That is a moment where silence speaks. If you do not laugh, the joke loses power. Often, another person will change the subject quickly.
Okay, back to the night. After those talks, I feel my battery is almost empty. I start watching the clock and imagining my bed.
That is a clear sign. When you imagine bed, you are done. Your body wants quiet. It is okay to leave before you feel overwhelmed.
I tell Sarah I will go soon. She hugs me and says she is glad I came. That makes me feel seen. I almost cry, but in a good way.
That is sweet. Being seen is powerful. Even if the event was messy, one sincere moment can make it worth it. It stays in your memory.
On my way out, Amir waves again. I wave back and smile. It feels calmer now. The first shock passed, and I feel more adult.
That shows growth. You faced an old feeling and survived it. The second wave feels lighter because your nervous system has settled a bit.
Outside, I walk to my car slowly. The night is quiet. I feel tired, but also proud. I did not hide at home. I showed up.
That pride is important. It is not about perfect talk. It is about presence. You stepped into discomfort and still stayed kind to yourself.
Then I drive home and think about everyone. Some looked happy, some looked sad, some looked lost. It made me feel compassion.
Reunions show the whole range of life. People carry jobs, love, loss, and hopes. Seeing that can soften judgment, even toward yourself.
When I reach home, I take off my shoes and breathe. I feel my face relax. I realize I was smiling a lot, even when I felt nervous.
Smiling is a social shield sometimes. It helps you move through moments, but it also costs energy, so resting after is a good idea.
I text Sarah, thank you. Not long, just warm. I want her to know she helped me. She replies fast, and it feels comforting.
That is connection. A small message after an event can turn it into something positive. It continues the bond beyond one noisy evening.
I also think about the classmate who bragged. After he admitted stress, I felt for him. I wonder if he has anyone to talk to.
Many people do not. They perform strength because they fear looking weak. A reunion can be the only place they admit something real.
That makes me think maybe small talk can open doors. You start with simple things, then a real feeling appears, and suddenly it is deeper.
Yes, small talk is like a bridge. It is not fake by nature. It can lead to real connection if both people feel safe enough.
I used to hate small talk. I thought it was empty, but now I see it as a warm-up, like stretching before you run.
That is a good comparison. It prepares my mind. It also shows me the other person. When they respond kindly, I share a bit more.
I still feel unsure sometimes. I worry I said something awkward. I replay moments, like when I answered about marriage, I cringe a bit.
Replaying is normal. But remember, others replay their own moments. They're not sitting at home judging your sentence. They are judging theirs.
I guess you are right. And even if someone judged, it does not change my life. It is just one night, one room, one memory.
Exactly. Your life is bigger than that room. The reunion is a snapshot. It can touch you, but it does not define your value.
Still, I like the idea of meeting again, maybe in a smaller group. Big crowds are hard. A coffee with 3 classmates sounds nicer.
Smaller groups allow real talk. I can hear people clearly. I ask better questions. It feels less like a stage and more like friendship.
If we do a small coffee meetup, I want clear rules, like no judging, no money talk, just stories and laughs and kindness.
That sounds good. And if someone brings heavy news, people can respond with respect. No harsh jokes, just a quiet moment and care.
Thinking back, the sad news about that classmate stayed with me. It reminded me that time is not promised. It made the night serious.
Yes, and it can also make you appreciate the living people in front of you. You see an old face, and you realize you are both here now.
I feel that. It makes me want to keep in touch with the kind ones. Not just follow them online, but actually speak sometimes.
Keeping in touch takes effort, but it can be simple. A message, a call, a small meetup. It does not have to be big.
I like how calm this feels now. The reunion itself felt noisy, but thinking about it slowly makes it softer, like I can digest it.
Slow reflection helps me. It turns chaos into meaning. I keep the good parts, let the sharp parts fade, and respect my feelings.
I don't want to end with a big message. I just want to sit with the feeling of being grown up, still human, still a bit shy.
And I want to sit with the idea that people change, but some kindness stays. A warm friend, a gentle question, a quiet wave, that stays.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Meet each other. Catch up. Have strong loyalty to someone or something. Dedicated. Also. Likewise. Deceive someone in a friendly or playful way. Yank your chain. The person who you loved in high school. High school sweetheart.
Let's try that faster.
Deceive someone in a friendly or playful way. Yank your chain. Meet each other. Catch up. Also. Likewise. The person who you loved in high school. High school sweetheart. Have strong loyalty to someone or something. Dedicated.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Catch up. Lisa's back from Holland, and we are having lunch today to catch up. Catch up. Hi, Jonas. I haven't seen you in a long time. Do you want to grab a drink after work to catch up? Catch up. I haven't seen my college friends in a while, so the party will be a good time to catch up. Dedicated. He's a dedicated husband and father. He's a real family man. Dedicated. She's a dedicated researcher of marine biology. Dedicated. We need to hire a dedicated translator once we start doing more business with Vietnam. Likewise. I told Edward I'd liked him, but he didn't say likewise. Likewise. My parents want me to get a PhD, and likewise it's my dream to become a doctor. Likewise. I ordered a mocha coffee and a muffin, and Janet did likewise. High school sweetheart. John married his high school sweetheart last year in a small wedding ceremony. High school sweetheart. Laurie stayed with her high school sweetheart all through college. High school sweetheart. Robbie and Vanessa were high school sweethearts, but they've both moved on and started families now. Yank your chain. My Uncle Tommy loves to joke around and yank your chain. Just don't take anything he says too seriously. Yank your chain. I hate it when people yank my chain when I'm trying to be serious. Yank your chain. Chill out, I was just yanking your chain.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Always becoming different.
Ever-changing.
A written promise that a seller will repair a product if a problem arises.
Warranty.
No longer useful.
Obsolete.
A portable computer.
Laptop.
The direction of an event.
Where something is going.
To change into a more advanced state.
Evolve.
To be completely unaware of something.
I have no idea.
A device that allows computers to communicate without wires.
Wireless modem.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Freeze.
A system for communicating between computers.
Network.
A computer application.
Program.
Unit to measure a computer's storage capacity.
Gigabyte.
Part of computer that temporarily stores information.
Random access memory.
Part of computer that stores data.
Hard disk.
Measurement of computer processor speed.
Gigahertz.
Device in a computer that manages operations.
Processor.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Crash.
To make a written promise.
Guarantee.
Let's try that faster. A computer application.
Program.
Measurement of computer processor speed.
Gigahertz.
The direction of an event.
Where something is going.
Unit to measure a computer's storage capacity.
Gigabyte.
No longer useful.
Obsolete.
Device in a computer that manages operations.
Processor.
Always becoming different.
Ever-changing.
A device that allows computers to communicate without wires.
Wireless modem.
A written promise that a seller will repair a product if a problem arises.
Warranty.
Part of computer that stores data.
Hard disk.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Crash.
To make a written promise.
Guarantee.
Part of computer that temporarily stores information.
Random access memory.
To suddenly stop functioning.
Freeze.
A portable computer.
Laptop.
To change into a more advanced state.
Evolve.
A system for communicating between computers.
Network.
To be completely unaware of something.
I have no idea.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Ever-changing. There is always something new in this ever-changing world. Ever-changing. Times are ever-changing, and we must prepare ourselves better every day. Ever-changing. The flu is an ever-changing virus that continues to claim many lives. Obsolete. This fleet of battleships from World War II is completely obsolete. Obsolete. Broom is an obsolete word that means mist or fog. Obsolete. A VHS is a device that is practically obsolete nowadays. Who buys tapes anymore? Where something is going. We fight every day. I don't know where this relationship is going. Where something is going. Where is this movie going? I don't understand what's happening. Where something is going. You want to do what? Where are you going with this conversation? I have no idea. I can't find my keys. I have no idea where I put them. I have no idea. I have no idea where Tom went. Maybe he's in the bathroom? I have no idea. You have no idea how embarrassed I was. I mean, I accidentally burped while presenting my project to the board of directors. Freeze. If your computer freezes, you'll have to shut it down. Freeze. Something is wrong with my mobile phone. It keeps freezing. Freeze.